Well, there is a dramatic twist to battle for Nandigram as Mamata Banerjee claimed that she was attacked during her campaign trail. Well, this alleged attack on Mamata Banerjee came on a day when she filed her nomination from Nandigram. The Bengal Chief Minister said she was deliberately pushed by 4 to 5 men while she was meeting the people. She's had a leg injury. After the alleged attack, Mamata was driven to Kolkata where she was admitted to SSKM hospital. A team of 6 doctors are treating Didi at the hospital. She underwent X-ray, CT scan and MRI. The doctors have administered her with strong painkillers. Mamata's nephew Abhishek Banerjee was accompanying her at the hospital. West Bengal Governor Jagdeep Dhankar, TMC MP Derek O'Brien and other senior Trinamool Congress members and ministers also rushed to the hospital. The poll panel meanwhile has sought a report on Mamata's injury by the 12th of March last night. Protests erupted outside SSKM hospital against this attack on Mamata Banerjee. The protests also erupted in other parts of Bengal including Midnapur.
कोई पुलिस नहीं था, एक भी पुलिस नहीं था। हमारा पुलिस
दीदी पाए चोट किभाবে লাগলো
4-5 आदमी ने मैं गाड़ी का इधर में खड़ा होकर पुश कर रहा था। 4-5 आदमी ने मेरे को गाड़ी पूरा बंद कर दिया और पाँव को पूरा चोट हो गया। देखो कितना
कहाँ आपको चोट लगी है दीदी?
पूरा फूल गया।
दीदी क्या कलकत्ता वापस जाएंगी?
अभी जा रहे हैं, अभी बहुत दर्द हो रहा है, अभी जोर।
और ये कहाँ पे हुआ दीदी? एग्जैक्ट जगह कौन सी है? दीदी आप बरौलिया बाजार में। दीदी आप कितने लोग थे?
पब्लिक बहुत थे, पब्लिक का बात नहीं है। 4-5 जान
और कहाँ का चोट लगा आपको? कहाँ का चोट लगा? पैर में?
फूल गया पूरा।
दीदी तो बांग्ला बोल रहे हैं। दीदी किसी की साजिश है, किसी की साजिश है दीदी। साजिश है किसी की?
लोकल पुलिस कोई नहीं था।
लोकल पुलिस से कोई नहीं था।
पूरा दिन
दीदी किसी ने जानबूझकर किया ये?
शिकायत करेंगे चुनाव आयोग में दीदी? शिकायत करेंगे चुनाव आयोग में?
जानबूझ के किया।
हाँ
जानबूझ के किया। मेरी चेस्ट में पेन हो गया।
और दीदी जो आपका
Initial examination suggests severe bony injuries in her left ankle and foot, along with bruises and injuries in her right shoulder, right forearm and neck. Honorable CM has also complained of chest pain and breathlessness since the incident. A medical board consisting of senior doctors from multiple disciplines has been formed and is keeping close watch on her medical condition. Presently, she is undergoing necessary investigations. Honorable CM is presently traumatized and is put under close observation.
And there is a fresh twist to the alleged attack on Mamata Banerjee. Eyewitnesses have countered Didi's claim of her being pushed deliberately by a group of 4 to 5 people. The witnesses say that the door of the car was open and that no one pushed or hit Mamata Banerjee. The witness account is also corroborated by the footage from the area where Mamata was present at the time of this alleged incident, this attack. The visuals show Mamata sitting in the car which passes through the crowd without being interrupted by anyone. Cops are also visible in the footage in contradiction to what Mamata Banerjee had claimed.
मैंने देखा उसने जब अहमदाबाद रोड से आया था उसके बाद उनको देखने के लिए सारी जनता जड़ हो गई। से उसने उन्हें निकालने के समय उसमें सबाई घिरने देखने के लिए घिर गए। उस समय उनके चोट लग गई गले में और पैर में।
सब उनको घेर कर खड़े हुए थे
हाँ, देखने के लिए खड़े हुए थे मेनली।
दरवाजे में किसी ने धक्के देने की
नहीं उस धक्के तो नहीं दिए,
लेकिन
घेर के खड़े हुए थे। मैंने जब गाड़ी में रनिंग अवस्था में स्लोली चल रहा था उसके
পোস্ট ওইখানে ছিলাম। উনি এসে হাত জোড় করে আসছে, এসে উনি হচ্ছে দরজা খোলা আছে আর গেটের সামনে বসে থেকে উনি হাত জোড় করে আসছে আর ওই পোস্টার যে আছে পোস্টারে দরজা লেগে গেছে আর দরজা এসে লেগে এখানে লেগেছে আর পাতে লেগেছে। এই পরিষ্কার, আর কেউ কোনো ঠেলেও নি মারেও নি গিয়ে ডাইরেক্ট বেরিয়ে গেছে।
দরজার কাছে কেউ ছিল না তখন?
না, দরজার কাছে কেউ ছিল না।
Well, and here are the big questions as far as Mamata Banerjee's injury is concerned. A conspiracy or stage-managed drama is the question. Injury because of huge crowd or political opponents? Was there security presence when Mamata got injured? Will the alleged attack help Mamata gain any sympathy? And as expected, a full-blown political war of words has erupted over this attack claim made by Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of Bengal, in Nandigram. The TMC up in arms alleged the lack of security detail around Mamata as the main reason behind the attack and called this incident a conspiracy. The BJP has called the whole incident a staged drama to gain sympathy from the voters. BJP's Bengal co-in-charge Amit Malviya called it a stunt to win Nandigram. Amid this, BJP MP Swapan Das Gupta has said, in case there's a threat to Mamata's life, the Home Ministry is ready to give additional protection. Meanwhile, chorus among leaders across party lines is growing, demanding a thorough investigation into this incident. The Election Commission has sought a report from West Bengal Chief Secretary on this matter.
How can a highly protected person like this be left unattended by the security? Her security is an administration that she was presiding over for the last 10 years. So if a claim of this sort has been made, then the question must be raised of her security. And the Election Commission in its report will perhaps look at all these aspects.
मुझे भी चिंता हो रही है, ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? जेड प्लस सिक्योरिटी के साथ घूमने वाली एक चीफ मिनिस्टर, उनको चोट लग जाता है, क्या कर रहे थे उनके सुरक्षाकर्मी? या फिर क्या मतलब होता है जेड कैटेगरी का? सुरक्षा के बारे में चिंता किया जाए, इसकी इंक्वायरी होनी चाहिए।
नंदीग्राम में उनके लिए मुश्किलें बढ़ रहे हैं, तो अब उन्होंने ये सोचा कि अभी एक नौटंकी की जरूरत है, ये पखंडी की जरूरत होती है, तो इसलिए पखंड किया जाता है। क्योंकि बंगाल के ममता बनर्जी से ममता बनर्जी नहीं है, बंगाल के मुख्यमंत्री भी है और पुलिस मंत्री भी है। लेकिन तज्जुब की बात ये होती है कि जब उन पे हमला होती है, उस समय कोई पुलिस वाले वहां आजू बाजू में नहीं रहते।
Well, a massive political controversy has erupted after Mamata Banerjee filed nomination from Nandigram. The BJP has lodged a complaint before the poll panel against the West Bengal Chief Minister after police personnel was spotted with her during the nomination process. In its letter, the BJP has alleged that cops in plain clothes were harassing people at TMC's behest on the day Mamata filed her nomination. The Saffron Party also claimed that police personnel in the state had been forced to act as party cadre of the TMC and were also seen visiting local clubs to gather support and solicit votes in favor of the party in power. Alleging blatant misuse of government machinery for votes, the BJP has demanded immediate suspension of the cops here in question. Mamata Banerjee has filed her nomination from Nandigram. What stood out is her assertion of Hindu identity once again. She visited temples before and after filing a nomination. The BJP has hit back, calling her a Chunavi Hindu.
The road to power in Bengal will go via Nandigram once again. Mamata Banerjee, the incomparable street fighter, is taking on a new avatar. She is asserting her Hindu identity to take on the BJP that identifies itself with Hindutva. The Chief Minister of West Bengal has followed the same script the 2 days she spent in Nandigram, visiting temples of different deities, from Durga to Kali to Shiva, offering prayers to multiple Hindu gods. She also went on a Padyatra, a hallmark of Mamata Banerjee, as she filed her nomination for the election. And then she visited some more temples. The BJP has mocked Mamata's temple hopping and mantra chantings, calling her Chunavi Hindu.
शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायण नमोस्तुते सृष्टि स्थिति विनाशनं শক্তিভূতে সনাতনী গুণশ্রয়ী গুণময়ী নারায়ণী নমস্তুতে শরণাগত দিনার্থ পরিত্রাণ পরায়ণে সর্বস্বার্থী হরে দেবী নারায়ণী নমস্তুতে.
She is scared. Her appeasement politics now reverse. For that reason, she is uttering wrong Hindu mantra.
Mamata is fighting a prestige battle in Nandigram, the constituency that played a key role in her rise to power, which is why of the three proposers, one is the wife of a protester killed in police firing during the Nandigram movement against land acquisition. While Mamata has branded the BJP Baharis, on Wednesday, posters emerged in Nandigram calling Mamata an outsider.
আমি নাকি বাইরের লোক, আমি বাংলার লোক বাইরের লোক হয়ে গেলাম ভাই, আর তুমি দিল্লির লোক বাইরের লোক হলে না, তুমি রাজস্থানের গুন্ডা.
She always said Prime Minister outsider. For that reason, people of Nandigram are telling that she is also outsider.
Mamata's opponent in Nandigram, her former trusted aide Shubhendu Adhikari, will file his nomination on Friday.
Once accused of Muslim appeasement, can Mamata's sudden Hindu outreach stem the slide in the Trinamool Congress and also check the rise of the BJP in Bengal? Or is she falling into the trap of the BJP? That seems to be the big question in West Bengal right now. With Surya Agni Roy, Anupam Mishra and Prema Rajaram, this is Indrajit reporting for India Today in Nandigram.
And this is a mega India Today scoop on BJP poll manifesto for Bengal. The Sankalp Patra, which is going to be released in the next few days, will likely focus on pro-industry policies and may promise to create 1 crore jobs in the next 5 years. Take a look at this exclusive report.
BJP is pulling out all the stops to win Bengal, and its manifesto reflects the ambition to form the first saffron government in the state. The Sankalp Patra will be out in the next few days, and India Today has managed to get some details of what the Bengal manifesto would look like. For the starters, the BJP is promising transparent and corruption-free governance. It is likely to adopt a pro-industry policy framework and a state Niti Aayog to coordinate with the central Niti Aayog to take forward the economic development of Bengal. Moreover, BJP will highlight the migration of skilled workers and entrepreneurs from Bengal as signs of the deteriorating investment climate in West Bengal. But the biggest of all is creating 1 crore jobs over the next 5 years. The Prime Minister's assurance of Rs 18,000 annually to 75 lakh farmers is also likely to find mention. A crackdown on jihadi communal attacks will be yet another promise, and along with it, a special law against love jihad. With Polami Saha in Kolkata, Bureau Report, India Today.
And with weeks to go for the big election in Tamil Nadu, parties are now in the final leg of sealing alliances. Here's a report on how the alliances are shaping up in the state. Take a look.
The deals are done, the seats are sealed, all parties are now geared up for the big election fight. So who's contesting from how many seats? Let's break it down for you because it's been a bit confusing over the last few weeks of turbulence. First, the ruling AIADMK. The party failed to convince Captain Vijayakant's DMDK, and so the party has exited the alliance.
திடீரென்று அவர்கள் ஒரு மாவட்ட செயலர் கூட்டத்தை கூட்டி அவர்கள் எங்களுடைய கூட்டணியிலிருந்து குறிப்பாக அனைத்து இந்திய அண்ணா திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழக தலைமையிலான கூட்டணியிலிருந்து விலகுவதாக அறிவித்திருப்பது என்பது அவர்கள் எடுத்திருக்கின்ற முடிவு என்பது மிக மிக துரதிர்ஷ்டவசமான ஒரு முடிவு என்பதுதான் நிச்சயமாக நான் இந்த நேரத்தில் சொல்ல முடியும்.
The DMK's walkout has meant 14 seats are up for grabs, prompting the ruling AIADMK to hold overnight talks with allies BJP and the PMK.
As DMDK walked out of the alliance, seat-sharing talks once again began, but shockingly, it went throughout the night. Now, the leaders of BJP, PMK and AIADMK claim that the talks were amicable, but was it? It's a big question.
The AIADMK, after hectic parleys, gave 20 seats to the BJP. The PMK got 23 seats, plus their demand for a sub-quota for the Vanyar community was granted. The AIADMK is likely to contest about 180 to 190 seats on its own. So how does that number compare to the opposition DMK? Well, MK Stalin has had his way. The DMK is the big brother of the alliance, and after successfully steering through seat-sharing talks, the DMK has decided to fight from 174 seats. The DMK has given 25 seats to the Congress after several rounds of talks, one of the lowest numbers ever to be contested by the Grand Old Party. Vaiko's MDMK will fight 6 seats on the DMK symbol. VCK is also fighting from 6 seats. The CPI and CPIM have been allotted 6 seats each. Kamal Hassan's Makkal Nidhi Mayam has tied up with actor Sarath Kumar's SMK as well as the India Jananayaga Katchi, allotting 40 seats to each of the parties, which means Kamal's party will fight in 154 seats.
இது மக்களுக்காக வந்திருக்கிற முதல் அணி முன்னணி.
The other alliance to watch out for, TTV Dinakaran's Amma Makkal Munnetra Kazhagam or AMMK has announced a tie-up with Oaisi's AIMIM. The alliance dust has finally settled in Tamil Nadu. Parties have sealed the deals, some satisfied, others unhappy, but all of them geared up for the high-voltage fight ahead. With Pramod Madhav in Chennai, Bureau Report, India Today.
Welcome back. You are watching First Up. Now, COVID situation in Maharashtra continues to be grim. The state has reported a staggering 13,659 new COVID-19 cases. The death toll in the state has risen to 52,610 with 54 new fatalities. Mumbai recorded 1,539 cases, while Pune has recorded 1,384 cases. Nagpur 1,513 cases. Amravati has recorded 294 cases. Nashik 750 on Wednesday. Now, to contain the increasing number of cases in the state, the BMC has enforced stricter laws against the violators. The house and floor number will have to be displayed on the notice boards of societies. The civic body has directed house segregation camps on those infected, the use of masks and sanitizers in affected houses, increase in testing of domestic helps, laborers, etc. Well, it's time now for a special COVID segment, the good, bad and the ugly. Here's a report.
First up, bringing to you the good news on COVID-19. Well, Bharat Biotech, India's vaccine creator, has now moved forward on phase 1 of the nasal vaccines that the company is about to bring forward after Covaxin is being widely used in the country. In fact, they've already dosed about 10 volunteers in the Hyderabad centers. Other centers such as Nagpur, Chennai as well as Patna are continuing to recruit as they have received ethics committee approval to go ahead with the phase 1 trials. This will be called a game changer because the nasal vaccines are administered through the nose and they are easy to administer, lead to faster absorption of the vaccine, which reaches the mucosal membrane and creates antibodies. This is a game changer because right now the nasal vaccines are not in use in India but will be easily administered and the number will be lesser and the amount of dose will also be lesser. The bad news on COVID-19 is the concern being caused by the entry of variants in India. We know that the UK variant and the South African and Brazilian variant are present in the country. While the Municipal Commissioner of Surat has said that 3 more people have tested positive with the UK variant as well as the South African variant. But the startling part is that all 3 of these cases do not have an international travel history. The fact that the variants are seen to be more infectious than the previous variants of COVID-19 proves that one still needs to mask up in public places and follow social distancing norms despite taking the first or the second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. The ugly news is coming from Maharashtra, where the Municipal Corporation of Maharashtra has filed an FIR against a family of 3 who have forged their COVID-19 lab test reports to show that they tested negative. In fact, the family that has tested positive had gone from the Khar suburb to Ville Parle to the airport with an intention of going to Jaipur in Rajasthan. The municipal doctors called the family to inform them of their positive results when they reacted by saying that they have in fact tested negative. This is a COVID situation that the municipal corporation has taken seriously, and an FIR has been registered against the family because they've not just put their own life at risk, but also of the people that they may have come in contact with during their travels.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.